everyone, and welcome back for another edition of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I am, of course, your host, Aaron, and today we are going to go over the following two Funko Pops that are coming out at WonderCon, and a Funko Pop that's coming out in the next several months, maybe from Funko. Who knows? I don't. Do you? So let's get rolling a fresh dish of this guy right here, Aaron. So you're probably saying to yourself, which Funko Pops are you talking about, Aaron? Well, of course, I'm talking about the One Piece Funko Pops. There are two that are dropping at WonderCon, which is a Bartholomew Kuma, I should say, and they are dropping Nami, who's riding some kind of horsey Johnny thing. And then they're coming out with Ivanka, or Ivanka, I can't really pronounce her whole name, but we'll get to that in a little bit, because first we're going to touch base on this Nami on the Wave Rider that looks like it's a seahorse, or some kind of horse. So I had no idea where this was from, and I've watched a lot of One Piece, I've read a lot of One Piece, so I had to do a little Google search, and I found out a little bit of information about what the hell this Funko Pop was about. It is a pop ride. It is going to be, I think, like $40. It's a little bit of a price increase. However, I do think that now they're sending them in pop protectors, which isn't a bad thing, because now your Funko Pops will get to you without any damage on it. So let me read you a little bit about this little Wave Rider that she rides. It's like a motorcycle. The Shiro Mokuba 1 is a Wave Rider owned by Nami, originally salvaged from the shipwreck in the proximity of Jaya. After receiving modifications, including its name from Frankie, it currently stands in Channel 1 of the Thousand Sunny Soldier Dock system. So I guess when the Sunny lands and, they're all on not water anymore, little thing opens up and they have them little Wave Riders, or maybe they're just motorcycles that can go on the ground. Apparently, she used it in Skypiea and assisted Luffy with beating Enel with it. I don't really remember, folks. It's a cool Funko Pop. I'm definitely getting it. What am I saying? Of course I'm gonna get it. All right, let's go ahead and skip to another big bopper Funko Pop that's coming out at WonderCon, and it is Bartholomew Kuma. Now, this Funko Pop is pretty sick looking. The detail is really cool. However, you can definitely tell the proportions of how Kuma actually looks in the manga or the anime is completely incorrect. However, hopefully, crossing our fingers, we will get a jumbo version of Bartholomew Kuma in the future, which will be at least a 10-inch, because then maybe they can make his big belly and the little small head. However, I do know Funko Pops do have the big heads, so they really can't make Kuma the way he is in the anime. I understand that. It's just the logistics of how Funko makes their pops, right? All right, a little bit of Bartholomew Kuma info that you might not know. Of course, we did see his background story in Egghead Island. They have not animated it yet, but they do have it in the manga. And, of course, who is with Bartholomew Kuma? That's right! It is Ivanka! She is with Bartholomew, or he. I don't know what you really can categorize as. But yes, they were on a mission. Not a mission, but they were getting murdered! They were gonna get murdered! Now, it's called God Valley, and you probably don't know a lot of information in it, but there was three of them. It was Ginny, Ivanka, and I'm just going to say Ivanka, so you can get mad at me all you want, and Bartholomew Kuma. Kuma got the Paw fruit, or the Niku Niku no Mi, and Ivanka was going to get, that's right folks, was going to get Kaido's Devil Fruit, which is known as Una Una no Mi, the dragon, or the blue dragon, but who stopped her? Or that, fuck that, I'm just gonna keep going on. It was Big Mom. Big Mom grabbed that son bitch out of her hand and gave it to Kaido eventually, and that's how Kaido got his Devil Fruit. Ginny, on the other hand, did not have a Devil Fruit, but, they were saved by Kuma when he did the little paw. Now, what does the paw fruit do? Well, it basically can send you flying somewhere. It can, take pain or memories out of your body. It's pretty cool. It's like a tangible kind of thing. Now, Kuma's story is extremely sad. I'm not going to go into it because I can go on and on and on about it and have tears running down my face, how tragic it is. We do know that Kuma is the stepfather of Jewelry Bonnie, and Jewelry Bonnie does have a Devil Fruit ability as well, which I don't know if they didn't share it in the anime yet, but just let's say Saint Saturn had a little bit of a sprinkle of why Bonnie has a Devil Fruit ability. Also, I gotta say this, I think Saint Saturn's a fucking psychotic, crazy mother effer. That's right. Not only did he follow Kuma when he was a kid, being like, yo, you're a secret race, you're a buccaneer, I hate you, you're gonna get murdered here. He strategically ruined Bartholomew Kuma's life, took the love of his life, took his memories, he changed him into a fucking mechanical creature that couldn't have any feelings, didn't even remember who his own daughter was, couldn't remember his own friends from the Revolutionary Army. He went from a human being into a cyborg controlled by the world government. It's just a tragic story of One Piece, how you lose, all your freedoms and you're just straight oppressed. Anyway, this Funko Pop, it looks pretty cool. I know we're getting a little bit too much into detail about his past history, but yes, this is a Funko Pop I'm definitely picking up. So yeah, they did a good job. They did a very good job with this. I don't know if they're going to come out with a Ginny one. Maybe eventually in the long run they'll come out with a Ginny, but not right now, they're not. So let's talk about Empero, and I believe it's Ivankov. Okay. So Emperor Ivankov from One Piece ate the Horo no Mi. It's a paramecia type devil fruit that allows him to create hormones and alter person's body. So basically, if you're a boy, it can turn you to a girl, and if you're a girl, it can turn you to a boy, which is a kind of little trope in One Piece that Crocodile may actually be a female, because they had a little bit of an interaction with each other, where Ivankov's like, yo, you know what I did, brah? And it could be a possibility, it's a big, big possibility that it could actually be Luffy's mother, right? How insane would that theory be if it is true? Which could possibly be true. It is coming out from the Funko shop, of course. There is going to be a common, which is up here, which is when Ivankov has a large head and is in the normal face that we see. And then we have a chase version that I'm going to pop up here right now, which is when, a little bit of a nice, slick, slender body, more female-like. The first one's kind of like a transvestite looking thing. And yes, it is a pull from Rocky Horror Picture Show, Dr. Frankenfurter. That is where they got the look from. So I'm going to give you a clap on that one, because I love the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Now, my parents didn't let me see the ending of that sumbitch until I was about a teenager, but hey, that shit was really good. So some of the abilities that Ivankov can do with her Imperial Devil Fruit and shit like that, can change a person's sex, as I said, skin color, can inject hormones in you to give you physical advantages. She can relieve stress in the brain and stuff. She used it a couple times on Luffy when Luffy was like dead and couldn't get up, to recharge Luffy. However, the effects of using like the little pin needles to rejuvenate Luffy would come back and bite him in the ass later. And I should have mentioned this earlier too. Ivankov and Bartholomew Kuma and Ginny, of course, I said they were on God Valley. They all joined the Revolutionary Army as well. The first time we did see Bartholomew Kuma was on Thriller Bark, and the first time that we did see Ivankov was in Imperial Down when Luffy got caged up and shit like that. Now, I can go on and on about these three Funko Pops, and I'm going to tell you now, these three Funko Pops are all getting an up. That's right, they are all getting it up, because I'm running out of time. My name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me with 8 Minutes with Aaron. I will see you next time when we have more stuff, more things, and of course, more of me. I will see you all later. Bye.